Shabbat Shalom, family, Messiah Yeshua. Shabbat Shalom to the worldwide YouTube and social media community. This is your beloved brother ShaulYisrael. Come back again with another Shabbat day message as led by the Spirit of Yahweh. And according to His mercy and the dispensation of the favor of Yahweh, He has appointed me as one of His messengers. I'll be reading from the book of Hebrews, chapter 5, and starting at verse 12. I'll be reading from the book of Hebrews, chapter 5, and starting at verse 12. And I read, "For when for the time you ought to be teachers, you have need that one teach you again, which be the first principles of the oracles of Yahweh, and are become such as have need of milk and not of strong meat. For everyone that uses milk is unskillful in the word of righteousness, for he is a babe. But strong meat belongs to them that are of a full age, even those who by reading the use have their sense exercised discernible of good and evil." Chapter 6. "Therefore, leaving the principles of the doctrine of Hamashiach, let us go on unto perfection, not laying again the foundation of repentance from dead works and of faith toward Yahweh, of the doctrine of baptism, and of laying on of hands, and of the resurrection of the dead, and of eternal judgment. And this we will do if Yahweh permit." I read this to say this. This is the beginning of the Hebrew Yisraelite Theology series. This message is the beginning of the Hebrew Yisraelite Theology series, wherein by the Spirit and the favor and the power and the wisdom and mercy of Yahweh, I'll present, according to the scriptures, the fundamental principles of the doctrine of Yahweh and of His beloved Son, Yeshua HaMashiach. The first rung or prong in Hebrew Israelite theology that every Israelite ministry must adhere to be a set apart and sound ministry is strict monotheism. Is strict monotheism, which is the belief in absolutely and undeniably one God. The second rung is the new birth, according to Acts 2:38. The third rung is code of conduct. The fourth rung is practical application. You read it again. There's 4 rungs to Hebrew Israelite theology, that in order for a Hebrew Israelite ministry to be sound and be of Yahweh, they must adhere to and promote in their beliefs, practices, and doctrine: strict monotheism, new birth, code of conduct, practical application. I'm going to give a preface to this Hebrew Israelite theology series. This series is lesson 1 in Hebrew Israelite theology. There is a genuine need for thorough, comprehensive study and explanation of the fundamental scriptural truths we hold dear. And this series is designed to help meet that need. The present lesson endeavors to bring together in one lesson a complete discussion of the nature and the person of Yahweh. It asserts the oneness of Yahweh, the other lessons in the Hebrew Israelite series are the new birth, code of conduct, and code of conduct practical application. The goal of this series is not to teach merely religious dogma, but to teach the word of Yahweh. It is my hope that each person will study the lessons prayerfully, comparing the views expressed within with the scriptures. The purpose of this series is to have some part in establishing the truth of the word of Yahweh in this generation. The goal of this is to affirm strict monotheism, the scripture's teaching of one God. In doing so, I intend to exalt Yahweh above all. I give Yahweh all glory, honor, and praise for granting me a mind to begin this series. Unto his glory, honor, and praise. I pray Yahweh grant understanding to all that will follow this series, at least this introduction to the series, and I pray they're given understanding. In the name of his beloved Son, Yeshua HaMashiach, so be it, so be it. Shalom. Shabbat Shalom.